Support WrestleTalk!
Follow us on Twitter.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am Luke Owen. With Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada breaking the internet and Michael Jackson breaking CM Punk's face over the weekend, you may have missed the small bit of news that Nia Jax's Money in the Bank opponent Ronda Rousey will be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame next month. Rousey quit MMA with a record of 12 wins and 2 losses and has been credited for establishing the women's division in UFC. Dana White said in a prepared statement, "There would be no women in UFC without Ronda Rousey. Ronda is an absolute pioneer who helped me and a lot of other people look at women in combat sports differently." Oh, Dana, you silly fool! You're thinking of Stephanie McMahon. She started all the women's sports. Rousey called the induction an immense honor in an Instagram post, adding, "May I be the first of many." Let's just hope she's allowed to say her own words during her induction speech, as scripting her clearly is a mistake. Last week on Monday Night Raw, Ronda Rousey went out on commentary during a match between Nia Jax and her super duper uber BFF in the whole wide world, Natalya. But she's just as much as Nia's friend, and well, she didn't do a good job. Between her and abject silence, Ronda didn't add anything to the match and certainly didn't build any anticipation for her first WWE Women's Championship match this coming Sunday. Oh yeah, Money in the Bank is this Sunday in case you forgot. During the match, Corey Graves said that Jax called Rousey ripe for the picking, which Ronda replied with, "Ripe for the picking is something only my husband calls me." Not only was it an odd line, when they came back from the commercial break, the same question was asked and Ronda repeated the same answer. And on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer confirmed what many of us believed, that this was a scripted line that Ronda was told to say and not something she came up with on her own. The Ronda thing was evidently scripted, and that's probably why the announcers went back and asked the same question twice. Several people in WWE have remarked that it was very bad judgment putting Ronda in that position scripted. Clearly she wasn't with it. She was so standoffish, it was the wrong Ronda. You can tell she's not a good actress. When she's not happy, you can see right through it. And if WrestlingNews.co are to be believed, it wasn't just Ronda who was unhappy with her scripted dialogue. To add to what Meltzer said, I have heard there were people backstage groaning at the line. This is the first time we've heard anything negative backstage on Rousey, with the last report saying her attitude was great and everyone in the locker room respected her coming in. But if Ric Flair is to believe, she might not be there for much longer. When Ronda debuted at the Royal Rumble in January, it was reported that she had signed a multi-year deal and this was going to be her full-time career. Rousey herself told ESPN shortly after she signed, "This is my life now. First priority on my timeline for the next several years. This is not a smash and grab. This is not a publicity stunt." There have also been rumors that WWE wanted to use Ronda to get a better deal with either the USA Network or Fox when it came to the TV rights for Raw and SmackDown Live. And there have been rumors that she and Charlotte Flair will be the first 2 women to main event WrestleMania next year. However, when speaking about those WrestleMania rumors with Chris Van Vliet, Flair may have let slip that Ronda Rousey isn't staying with WWE for as long as we've been led to believe.
I think Ronda's only signed a 1-year deal. She's out of there.
Yeah.
She wants to have kids and all that.
If this is the case, then one would assume that Ronda's contract will end at Royal Rumble next year unless she signs an extension for WrestleMania. Or it could be that Ronda has signed just for 1 year with the idea that she and WWE will renegotiate for another when those 12 months are up. You may have noticed that Ric Flair wasn't the only person being interviewed by Van Vliet in that video, as he was also talking with Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster was fired by WWE in 2015 after a video of him using racial slurs was released online. But in the last few months, the rumors of Hogan returning to the company have become more frequent. When asked if he was going to return to WWE, Hogan said,
"Yeah, I'm ready. Things are moving in that direction quite quickly, so, it's all about execution, timing, and right place and right time, but things are good."
All right.
Oof, good job he got that right place and right timeline right, because the last time he tried it...
If you actually think I was just the right guy at the right place at the right time, let me say it one more time so you completely understand, McMahon. If you actually believe in your mind, if you actually think that I was just the right guy at the right place at the right time.
Get all the latest rumor and innuendo on this Sunday's pay-per-view with El Fakador breaking down the latest Money in the Bank news. Click the playlist on screen right now. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.